Hello, in this video I'm going to cover my acquisitions in the middle of October. I'm not going to run till the end of the month because I've got quite a lot to get through. I'm going to start off with a number of free acquisitions. The first one is not SF, so I'm going to show it very briefly. It's a brand new, first printing, I think probably self-published book, nothing to do with SF. I've seen a few of these around charity shops, and this I picked up from a free station book swap. So that will probably go quite soon, but I will probably try it first to see whether it's of interest. Next one I'm going to show you is this. This is the only one of these first group that I paid for. This cost me £1. And this book is Haroun and the Sea of Stories. I have read this. I read it a couple of years ago. It was interesting, not particularly special, but I thought it was worth reading. But the reason I bought this book is because it's dos a dos, and on the back is another story, Luca and the Fire of Life. These are by Salman Rushdie. So I thought I would get this, read the other one, and maybe I'll just keep the paperback and get rid of, I think the other one, the Haroun book I've got was a hardcover, but I won't swear to that. So I'll probably read this one and then decide which to keep. Next was a gift from a friend. I have mentioned this before. My Brother's Ghost by Alan Ahlberg. It's a nice, gentle, easy read, an atmospheric read. Typical British old-style novel. Alan Ahlberg is a children's author who died 2 or 3 months ago. And so my friend bought me this. It is a reprint. And I know my friend is hoping to find a signed copy of this book. And he's been looking for several months and has been rather unlucky, hasn't found anything. So anyway, that was a nice gift. I have the paperback, so I'll decide which to keep and which to get rid of in due course. Now carrying on with some more free books that I picked up in station bookcases. So these were all free. The first one is this one, Sea Change by Gina Chung. This is a proof. Now, when I spotted this, my train was coming in, so I didn't have a chance to read it or the spiel on the back. Other than I saw it mentioned someone on a mission to Mars, but I don't know whether the book, but that was the boyfriend. So whether this book is about him or about her being left behind, I really do not know. But as it was free and I had to make a quick decision, I grabbed it. And 2 more I got free. Old Man's War by John Scalzi. Now, I've not read this series, so again, I thought, get it. It will do as a reading copy. I'm fairly certain I have a copy of this. I must admit, I haven't even checked yet. The final free book was this one, which is Aces High in the Wildcards series. Now, I haven't read any of the Wildcards books. I believe I have this one, but not in this edition. Again, I had to make a quick decision, so I grabbed it. So that covers my free and non-SF finds. I'll just pause it while I get another pile to go through. Right, the next lot of books I'm going to show you are ones I've picked up reasonably locally. On one or more of my regular sort of trips out to search local charity shops. And I'm going to start with this pair of books by K.J. Parker. This is a series I haven't seen around before, so I thought I would take a chance. I think this is book 2, and then this one is book 3. I don't know much about them. The condition is nice. They're both first printings, but this one does have a corner crease. I paid £1.75 each, mainly because I have several books by this author, although I've never read any. And I don't often see them. So to find these two, I thought they were worth having a try in, but obviously I won't read until I can find the first one. Next is a Philip Pullman book, Demon Voices. It's a hardcover in beautiful condition, pretty much as new, and it cost me £3. And believe it or not, it was from Oxfam, so I thought that was well worth getting. Next, I hope I haven't shown you this before, but I think it's the first time. Broken Stars by Ken Liu. These are 16 stories from Chinese authors. So it's not a story by Ken Liu, it's stories translated by him. Generally in lovely condition. There is a very faint crease on the back cover. Really not visible, only noticeable by touch. So there is a little loss of cover, that very top corner. I'm trying to remember what I paid for that. I think I paid £2 for that one, so I thought, again, a reasonable buy. Next was one I made a mistake on, because I already had a copy. And that's Lavie Tidhar, The Circumference of the World. Now, I have paid for a day ticket to the World Fantasy Con at the end of the month, and I will hopefully go to the signing, and so I will probably try to get this one signed and the copy I've already got. And finally in this section, actually it won't be finally, is this one. A Prayer for the Crown Shy. A Monk and Robot book. This one cost me £4. I haven't removed the label yet, but pretty much as new condition. I do have book 1 in this series, and this is book 2, so I thought I should get it when I had the chance. I have read some Becky Chambers books, but I haven't read either of these books in this series. So for £4 for a first print hardback in as new condition, I thought was worthwhile. Another quick pause while I get some more ready. This next group all come from one shop, but from 2 or 3 visits. It's a shop I like visiting because sometimes they do have some nice new books. They tend to be a bit pricey for some of the old ones, but I shall show you what I got. First one is this. Adam Robots by Adam Roberts. Very nice condition. First printing. It's short stories. Again, I must admit I've never read Adam Roberts, but he is in favour with some YouTube reviewers, so I thought I should get this. Another one I got as an upgrade is this, The Man Who Awoke. It's in lovely condition. It's a Sphere paperback, for those who are interested. The book was copyright 1975, published in 1977 in paperback. I have a copy of this. I haven't yet tried to find my original copy. Only slight downside, a remainder line at the top, but that is fairly minor. Next, some hardbacks. A John Scalzi, The Shattering Peace, a first tour printing, lovely condition. I know nothing about that book in particular. Next, a signed book, Forbidden Planet, Penrick's Progress. I do have a copy of this book already, but a signed copy at a reasonable price I thought I should get. And finally, from this shop, I got this one, Fortress Soul by Stephen Baxter. Now, I have read quite a lot of Stephen Baxter, but not recently. But again, a first print Gollancz hardback in very nice condition, slight lean, but I'm sure that can be corrected. So again, I thought a very reasonable buy. I'll now pause it so I can get another pile ready. Right, this will be the last selection I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you one that I also got from that shop I showed you in the last section, which is the fourth book in this new sort of illustrated series, illustrated by Jim Kay. And this is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This cost me £3.50. Unfortunately, it does have a scratch. It's taken some of the cover away there, but otherwise it's pretty much as new. So while I don't particularly like buying books with damage, I felt I had to get that because I've been looking for it for a few months, and that's the first copy I've seen. The remaining books I'm going to show you are ones I picked up on a trip that I haven't done for a long time, which was out towards Orpington in southeast London. I thought I'd try somewhere different, and I must admit I was surprised how cheap the prices are. Unlike my local area, the prices there didn't seem to have gone up much, if at all. So I'll show you what I got. I'm going to start with a book that I got for 50p. The Complete Traveller in Black. I do have this book already, but I thought this might be an upgrade, and for 50p I thought I couldn't say no. And in the same shop I got this. Again, it's a book I've got, but I thought I couldn't turn it down at 50p. Lovely condition, one slight spine crease. It's part of the Venture SF series, it's number 6. And the other one I got in that shop was a hardback, which at £1 I thought I should get. I have the paperback, but I don't have the hardback. That's Ash Op by Christopher Hintz. The Paratwa Saga Book 2. Now I have the full set, I believe, in paperback, but I haven't got any in hardback. But for a first printing, St Martin's Press for £1, I thought I couldn't say no. Next book I'm going to show you was from another shop in Orpington. It's this one, Undersea by Paul Hazel. This is part of the Fin Branch series. Now, the first one, Yearwood, I do have a copy of, a signed copy, but I hadn't got the other one or two. I don't know how many there are in the series. I don't think it's a long series. Book one I have as a pocket Timescape edition, so that's my signed copy. But I couldn't pass up getting the second book in the series, and that was £1. Next, I'm going to show you a book that was somewhat dearer. It wasn't in Orpington, it was one on the way. Born by Jeff Vandermeer. Now this cost me £5, I believe. I'll just check. Yeah, £4.99. So again, I haven't read Jeff Vandermeer, a newer author that I've not yet read, but I thought a first print hardcover, a Fourth Estate book, not one I've ever seen before, I thought I should get. Next, going back to Orpington, this was another one I picked up, cost me £1. V.E. Schwab, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Now, I have read one or two by this author, and I was impressed. This appears to be non-genre, so not SF or fantasy, but I don't know much about it, but I have heard this title mentioned a few times, and for £99p, I thought I couldn't leave it. And another one from Orpington. It's a book I didn't have either in any edition. It's Richard Morgan, Black Man. And this hardback, in lovely condition, was £1. So while I didn't really want another big bulky hardback, for £1 I found it difficult to refuse. And the final book on this book haul was on the way back from Orpington in another shop, and it's Neil Gaiman, Fragile Things. I'm not certain whether I would have bought it. It is slightly tanned and slightly discoloured, possibly because someone was a smoker, but I've smelt it. It is very faint, and the reason I bought it is it's signed. I didn't have a copy of this book, and a signed book for, I think it was £3.99, seemed a good deal. So that is it. I've got a lot of books now to tidy up and clean and put away, so that's the reason I haven't waited till the end of the month in order to do this book haul. Thank you, that's all.